All right, so we've got a game, and excuse my window, it will shrink down in just a moment here once I click this button. There we go, now it fits, and we are going to play first. Let's see what we're up against. Baral. All right, this should be interesting. So, knowing that we have Baral on the other side of the table, we've got to be really careful about what we keep. I have a Consul's Judgment, which exiles a non-land permanent I don't control that can take care of a Baral, and it is on curve because we are on the play, so we can play we can play land elf, and then eventually we can be taking out that Baral before he has a chance to go off. A lot of times the blue decks are going to want to just go like Baral and then force the polymorph if they have it right away, knowing that green doesn't have a lot of outs to dealing with Baral, but I do have access to black. And black does have creature removal for that matter. Now I also have Fiend Hunter, which is great, and Vryn's Wingmare is pretty good against him too. Unfortunately, I am going to be paining myself quite a bit with this Horizon Canopy to do all of that. Alright. Squirtle, we're playing against Squirtle, okay. Jeweled Amulet, interesting. Alright, Gaddock Teeg is pretty good against him too. I think we're going to get this Vryn's Wingmare out right away. That's really going to hurt him. Now his counter spells cost 1 more. Should offset the Brawl. If he plays the Brawl right now, I can take it with the Fiend Hunter. Maybe it'd be better to take it with the Consul's Judgment. So that's gone for good. Let's see. Starting with each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes or tied for the most votes. Yeah, let's take it with the Consul's Judgment. But we're gonna play 1, 2, 3. We can play the Lotus Cobra and then shock a land into play, and then get it with the Consul's Judgment. I'm not too worried about my life in this deck because I know that he basically just 15 for 1s me. And so it's probably not going to be a huge factor. I want to get some creatures going as soon as possible. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to Fiend Hunter it. I remember now that okay, that works, I suppose. Alright. So the Jeweled Amulet plus the reduction cost in Brawl does allow him to do that. Let's attack for 2. Okay, sorry, as I was saying before I trailed off, I can't Consul's Judgment, obviously, because I was taxing my own spell with the Vryn's Wingmare. And here we go. Temple Garden. Gaddock Teeg is very good against him right now, too. That will also prevent the Polymorph from going off. Alright. Ponder. Now he's only got 2 cards left in hand, or he'll have 3 after this. That's kind of what happens with this blue deck, is once it goes off, once it gets the Brawl in play and starts to play its cantrip counter spells, it really kind of starts to resemble its card advantage in its hand. But right now it's not really able to do that because of all the tax that I'm putting on it and all the pressure that I'm putting on it to kill all my creatures before I can do that. Alright, let's see if we can resolve a Fiend Hunter or a Consul's Judgment. Hopefully we can make that happen. He does have enough mana to counter something, so there's likely something coming. Try try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do Fiend Hunter. Alright, cool. Yes, we are going to exile that. So now worst case scenario, he can blink my Fiend Hunter. Which isn't the worst thing, because blinking my Fiend Hunter may result in an Emrakul, which I can play the Fiend Hunter on the Emrakul. Alright. So Baral went to the command zone. Replaying Baral. Winter Orb. I love that right now. Holy cow. Alright. So we do have a charge counter on Jeweled Amulet. But I'm not too concerned about that. Let's attack first and see if we can get in there for some damage. Okay, 20. Alright, Winter Orb is pretty awesome at this point because he's tapped out. So that should really slow him down. Alright, we will untap the Godless Shrine. Vindicate, that's a nice card. Alright. And we're just going to attack. Vindicating the Jeweled Amulet may not be the worst play. I think we want to get rid of that Baral, though, before anything else. It's nice to know that Renegade Rallier could return the Winter Orb if it comes down to it. I don't know that blue has any artifact removal anyways. Yeah, there's a whole lot of do-nothing going on over there. Okay. Awesome. Concealed Courtyard. Unfortunately, that comes into play tapped for us. Let's go ahead and... Well, let's try to get rid of the permanent first here. Because then we can attack with everything. Though he does have plenty of mana. Gaddock Teeg is really good against that deck. Alright, what's that doing? Blue, it's got 3. Mana Leak, okay. Not the worst case scenario. I really don't mind paying 3 to tap him out again. And we are going to attack yet again. Unfortunately, we're only getting in for 3 each time. If only I had played my Sidar at some point before this had all happened. That would have been nice, but you can't have everything. Alright, that gives us 4 more turns to attack through here. Now, we are pretty far behind as far as mana goes, knowing that we are all tapped out as well. I don't think that we're going to do much in the next 4 turns. We do have a Fyndhorn Elves, though, so that gives us 1 mana that we always are going to have access to, but I think he's a little further ahead on the whole land situation. Let's get our Concealed Courtyard back, and Grand Abolisher. That's not a bad draw. Okay, and let's get in there. 4-3 again. Now let's see, if we play Grand Abolisher on the next turn, and we deal him 3, puts him at 6, then we could attack all out with everything. I think that might be a decent play, but maybe a little risky. I think we need to save our mana so that we can be Council's Judgmenting his Baral. Alright, let's put untap a Temple Garden. Absence Pilgrim, that's a good draw. Okay. Yeah, we're going to play this Absence Pilgrim because it's functionally a land that untaps. There we go. Now, if he taps out for a Polymorph at this point, I'm not too afraid. Mystical Tutor, right, he's going to go for it. I do have Council's Judgment. He likely has some kind of Force of Will, or let's see, what did he grab? He grabbed Polymorph. Okay, he likely has some kind of Force of Will or Pact of Negation. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now, I do have enough permanents to sacrifice if he attacks me, where I can crack back and kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 permanents. So I could survive an attack from Emrakul, actually. And I think maybe he just realized that. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana. That's the problem. Yep. All right. So there you go. So there's one game against Baral. As you can see, that deck can be hated out. It's a very one-track deck. It's got one plan in mind. And if you can stump him, you're in good shape. Now, my Gaddock Teeg also does it. I forgot about that. My Gaddock Teeg will stop the Polymorph. So there's a lot stopping that plan. But there you go. Thanks for watching.